Hey, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Mike Reed here, and welcome to my holiday special, or I guess you could say my holiday video for the year 2025. Now, I realize that this background's a little random, but to be honest, I didn't really know what to set as the background for this portion of the video, so bear with me. Because the state of this place is obviously not exactly great, so there's not really much I can do for a background, so bear with me. With that being said, despite how mixed this year has been, I've been trying to stay positive throughout the majority of this year, and I wish that it only ended just as well as it started, I guess you could say. So with that being said, let's go ahead and do a quick jump cut, and let's look at all of the presents I got for the year 2025. So here we go. Alright, and pulling in to the setup here, you can see these are all of my gifts that I got for the year 2025. Now, there is one gift that I would consider to be, I guess, its own present in and of itself off screen, but we'll look at that here in just a bit. With that being said, let's go ahead and just dive into what is in front of you on screen. So I think we're going to start on the left and work our way around. So starting off on the left, we have a couple LEGO Technic sets for this year. In this case, we have the LEGO Technic Lunar Outpost Moon Rover right here, which, don't worry, it is going to get its own review at a later point, so do stay tuned. And then above that, we have the Aston Martin, I believe that is the... What does that say there? The Valkyrie, yes. Aston Martin Valkyrie. This was the last, I believe, of the Asphalt Legends Unite tie-in Technic sets. And like I said, that is going to be getting a review at some point next year. So definitely stay tuned for that when those reviews come out. Also over here, panning over, we can see we have a LEGO Speed Champions dual pack featuring a Lamborghini, and I believe it's actually a dual Lamborghini set. Yes, the Lamborghini, I believe that's the Revuelto, and the Lamborghini Huracan, I believe that's the STO. Yes, STO. Those will not be getting a review, obviously, but those are going to be part of the collection, so very happy with that. Then below it, we have the LEGO Technic, what is that? The tipping dump truck. Yes, the tipping dump truck, it is there. That will be getting its own review, so I think just to kind of summarize the LEGO segment over here, the Valkyrie, the Lunar Rover, and the dump truck will all be getting their own review at a later date. The Speed Champions will not be getting a review, obviously. Moving on. Next over here, and we can actually get a little bit closer here for this. Let's see if I can get the camera to capture this. Here we have a couple 3-0 Transformers 1 figures. Now, these were kind of a surprise gift, as... I know this is going to sound crazy, especially for somebody who loves the Transformers series, and has for quite some time with the Bay films, but I wasn't really that crazy about Transformers 1. I know. I was in that bandwagon where I just did not care for this movie at first. Then eventually I mustered up the courage to watch it, and I thought it was okay. Not great, but it was an okay movie for what it was. So with that, I did get these 3-0 figures, particularly of Alita 1 and Optimus Prime. I didn't get the whole cast, sadly, but I did get these two at least, prominent characters in the film. So I will take with them. So take that with what you will. So pretty nice figures, although they don't transform, sadly, so these are just display figures, but I'm probably going to keep these in the box, as you do with these adult collector figures. So, moving on. Next up over here, we have this little assortment of just kind of random knickknacks, I guess you could say. So up there, we do have a new Nintendo Switch game for my collection, Golden Tee Arcade Classics. Not crazy about this game, since it does look like just some cheap eShop crap, to be honest. But who am I to care, because, the higher-ups at Reed HQ got it for me because they thought that it would be nice. So I'll take it as I will, and who knows, maybe it's a hidden gem. You never know. With these type of games, and it's by Atari, so then they've had a pretty good track record, so who knows, maybe that's a good game. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if that game is good or not. Otherwise, it's just some cheap eShop, nonsense, I guess you could say. Next to that, we have the Aurora Ball FX41. So that is obviously a drone. Now, I've had kind of a mixed history with drones. Some of them I've been able to keep into the present day. Most of them either get lost in a tree or they just break because of old age or the battery or just something goes wrong on these things. I just never had really good luck with them, to be honest. But I mean, hey, this is a really nice looking one, so I might give it a shot, see if it's any good. But more than likely, it's probably gonna break after like a week, so I'm not too crazy about that. But hey, it's a thought that counts with some of these things, so I can't really be mad at that too much. And last but certainly not least, down here we have the minifigure vending machines. This is another big Lego set. And this, of course, is not going to be getting a review, obviously, but pretty nice little set, especially for an ideas set, since I do like Lego ideas, and this set is, well, pretty neat looking. So I can't really be mad at that too much. So there you have that. And then last but certainly not least over here, even though I technically count this as a present, not really, that is my mini fridge. Yes, I have a mini fridge now. So basically, you could say that my man cave, right, is becoming more like a dorm room now, since I do have this little guy, and I've had this for quite some time now, and by quite some time, I mean a few weeks, and this thing's been working pretty good. Keeps all my stuff cool, and it's just nice to throw a couple snacks in there, you know, and just have that there. As I've always wanted one for some time, I just couldn't find one that was in a good price range, let alone had the features I wanted, and this one, pretty nice. Got a nice little stand on it, just in case, you know, it has any, you know, issues. And it even has a nice little mat with it, too. So really, really nice little mini fridge. Really happy about that. You know, I realize that that's just super random, but yes, I do have that. And for those who, again, follow me on Discord and whatnot, you would have already known that that existed. So, really cool to see. Me, I guess, you know, modernizing my man cave, I guess you could say. So, with all of that being said, that's pretty much it for the Christmas presents that I have gotten for the year 2025. All in all, pretty solid stuff, I would say. Especially since I didn't really ask for anything this year because I didn't know what I wanted, especially considering the current state of affairs here at Read HQ. But I made out as per usual. And for those who follow me on Discord and whatnot, you'll know that there's a couple extra gifts that I did get from someone very near and dear to me. So for those who are curious about that, you can check my Discord links, which are everywhere, if you are curious what I got in terms of extra gifts. But with that being said, that's pretty much going to be about it. So later, Read Squad, and I will see you guys next year.